That's it. Now on BBC One, time for the news where you are. Have a very good night.
Good evening and welcome to Look North. Tonight, a 35-year-old woman has been found dead at a Stanningley property. Police say her body's been lying there for a number of weeks. And we hear from a Russian activist campaigning against the war in Ukraine at her Yorkshire university. Good evening and thanks for joining us. The family of a woman found dead in a house in West Yorkshire have described her as a beautiful soul. It's thought the body of 35-year-old Kirsty Ellis had been lying at the property for several weeks. 2 people have been arrested on suspicion of murder. Kathy Killick sent this report earlier.
The body of Kirsty Ellis was found by police on Friday at this house in Stanhall Mews in Stanningley. The discovery came after police received a concern for safety report for Kirsty and went looking for her. On finding the 35-year-old's body at number 3 Stanhall Mews, a murder investigation was launched and police revealed her body had been in the house for several weeks.
Police say they want to hear from anyone who may have seen Kirsty or seen anything suspicious in this area going right back to mid-January. They say, however small it may seem, please report it. It could help them piece together Kirsty's last movements.
Police are also keen to hear from anyone who visited the Catalina garage on Bradford Road. It's a car dealership very close to where Kirsty's body was found. Kirsty's family have released a statement paying tribute to her, saying, "Our lives have been shattered and turned upside down with the news that no parent wants to hear. Kirsty had a beautiful soul, a lover of music, socialising and having fun. Her whole family is heartbroken at the loss of such an amazing woman." A man and a woman, both aged 35, have been arrested and are being questioned on suspicion of murder. Kathy Killick, BBC Look North, Stanningley.
A 63-year-old woman and a 68-year-old man have died after a house fire in Bradford. Fire crews were called to Ringwood Road just after 6:30 this morning and rescued the 2 people from the house, but they later died in hospital. Investigations are ongoing to find the cause. And next tonight, a Russian student living in Leeds has spoken out against the continuing war in Ukraine. Although Polina Merkalova's immediate family all still live in Russia, she feels it's a moral responsibility for Russians to speak out against the war. She's been talking to our communities reporter, Sabia Pervez.
I think we have to speak out against the war and against the government that's waging this war.
Polina Merkalova is a Russian PhD student living in Leeds. She moved here 6 years ago. Since the onset of war in Ukraine, she's been dedicating her free time campaigning against the actions of her home country, Russia.
It's really hard for me to talk about emotions because I think I got into the space where I just do things and try to not feel as much. It's the right thing to oppose the war, and because the world should know and the Russian government should know that Russian people do not support the war in Ukraine and wanted to stop.
There are some Russians here in the UK who are scared to speak out because they fear a backlash. You're not. Tell me why.
I mean, I am scared. I just think that the risk of the backlash is not as great as the risks that Ukrainian people face every day while there is a war in their country, or the Russian activists face when they go into the streets and protest. My family were a bit scared for me, but it's mainly because we live in very different worlds. They live in a world where activists get arrested and imprisoned, and I live in a world where activists are commended for what they're doing.
Polina Merkalova there. Well, finally tonight, the amazing achievement of Victoria Evans from Huddersfield. She's just become the fastest female ever to row solo across the Atlantic Ocean. The 35-year-old lawyer smashed the previous record by 9 days, despite never rowing before taking on the challenge. Well, Victoria is the latest success story in a line of formidable female rowers. Amy Garcia reports.
World record! celebrating the end of an epic journey and a new world record. Victoria Evans left Tenerife on the 11th of February, clocking 2,559 miles across the Atlantic, finishing Barbados 40 days and 19 hours later, beating the previous record by 9 days. A gruelling journey for the woman from Highburton in Huddersfield who had never rowed before.
I'm feeling good. Yeah, it's all very surreal. I'm not quite sure I've had time to process it all yet.
It's the latest in a line of Yorkshire Atlantic success stories. Last year, 21-year-old Jasmine Harrison became the youngest woman to cross the Atlantic solo. The swimming teacher from Thirsk, full of praise for Victoria's achievement.
She was determined right from the start to get the fastest, and she is a really strong character, one of the strongest that I know, to get what she set out to do.
I think in any adventure sport, and this is why I love doing expeditions like this, is you just totally redefine what you're capable of. And that was a big part of the messaging of why I wanted to do it, to inspire women and girls, because I think if you work hard and you set your mind to something, we're all capable of so much more than we think we are, and you don't need to apply those limitations to yourself. So I think, yeah, it's definitely made me feel like I could do anything. If I can live through that, I can do anything.
Victoria is flying the flag to raise money for women in sport. Her victory and the success of those before her is sure to inspire a new generation of Yorkshire rowers to get on board.
What an amazing woman. Well, Keely's here. Keely, where's that lovely sunshine gone?
Well, we'll see a little bit of it towards the end of the week, but by then it will be much colder, because that is the story of the week. The weather turning colder from the north. Tomorrow, a good deal of cloud, a grey start to the day, but it should brighten up nicely, and we will see 1 or 2 afternoon showers, but otherwise it should be largely dry and not cold tomorrow. But through Wednesday, it's going to get chilly. A cold front sinking southwards will introduce Arctic air with some sleet and snow to the hills on Wednesday, and then some wintry showers for Thursday and Friday with a wind chill to boot. So low cloud, mist and fog overnight, temperatures falling. So a grey start across Yorkshire and North Derbyshire. It will slowly brighten up. We should see an improvement with some brighter skies, if not some sunshine in places. In fact, parts of North Yorkshire will probably have a brighter day compared with today. That brightness, though, could trigger a few showers. Temperatures tomorrow getting up to around 10 or 11 degrees. So the forecast across the UK, we've got that low cloud, mist and fog across many places. Some places staying grey all day, although we will tend to see most places brightening up with a few showers developing. Outbreaks of rain across the south, and a band of rain sinking southwards across Scotland, falling as sleet and snow over higher ground. Everywhere will be a little cooler than today, but you'll notice single figure temperatures across parts of Scotland. So that's already seeing the cold air tucking down from the north, and this is the theme for the rest of the week. Everywhere getting colder. There'll be some sleet and snow in places, and a keen breeze making it feel even chillier than the thermometer will read. So this is that band of rain falling as sleet and hill snow across higher ground, and a scattering of wintry showers across the north. On Thursday, sunshine and wintry showers across the board, a keen breeze and feeling chilly. Hannah.
Thanks, Keely. Good night. Sleep well.